Hello, time to hello, everybody. Just got a few notifications thingies and all that fun stuff. I figured I'd go live today just to have some ha-has type situation. But I just need to make sure everything is going okay. Why is it such a low? I shouldn't be in that low broadcast. I should be able to handle more than just. Oh, let's see. Let's share this. Share link. Anybody who joins it, just give me a minute. I'm making sure everything goes well. Making sure everything goes well. YouTube. Later. Copy. Share. Copy. Paste. We're also streaming on YouTube today, so if you don't like Twitch, we got YouTube. Let's see. Did that one. I know it's early in the day, so we're just going to not voice. I want here. So it's that. There's that. Slash. Let's see what else. Who else? Let's see. Set it up to here. Where's my active live people? It's not showing me. That's awesome. That's awesome. Might not be the right thing. So, but we shall see. We shall see. Um, do, 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 do. I don't know how many are. So I don't like is certain things don't show. Um, that's not shown there. Can't tell if anybody's here, but welcome if you are. Let's see. Maybe I'm in the wrong OBS. One of the things. One of the things is not like the other. I probably opened the wrong one. Let's see. Cancel. Okay, so I can't do that. Okay. Well. first time doing both, so I'm just kind of. Where is the other things that I want? It'd be so much easier. Make that smaller so I can see both. Um, I don't have the right controls, so maybe I should. Uh, things of the nature of technology type things. Yeah, that should be good. Nobody else really would tune in anyways, I don't think. So now I need to figure out where I gotta see who's there. Like, you know, so twins, let's see. Uh, no, no, docs. Let's see, stats maybe. Activity here. I have that. Stats. And it tells me. Oh, that tells me the drops and usage. That's always good to have. Some things I don't have set up. Stats. Oh, there we go. That will at least tell me how many. Question is it? Ooh, I don't want it like that. I don't want it there. I just want it. Things change when I really need a dock. This is kind of a nightmarish thing. Views, clips, okay. That's camera still working here. Okay, so that's will work. There. I guess so. That should work. All right. Well, I'm just working on a few things today, but I feel like I should bring you guys along. So, can I lower this? Let's see. Will this go down? Nope. That's pretty height vertically. I don't want to get the camera in the way. Let me try this. Streamer difficulties. Almost. There we go. I don't really want it like that, but you can. There you go. Now you guys can't see the screen, and I can actually. I'm gonna do it that way. I am going to. Um, what do I want to do? Do I want to flip stuff? Do I want to? Why does this thing seem like it's not? Click behind. That's not it. I think that's frozen. Oh, close. Close the window. Like the show again. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, I just want to see. Was that frozen? Yeah, it definitely was frozen. Okay, that was that. Okay. You're not linked, so it doesn't help me. So see what's active and what's not. I don't want to turn it sideways. Hmm. Yeah, it's good enough. You guys can see I will randomly glance over different times. That open. It's just the actual stuff. So Okay. No high CPU usage, drain to render time, blah blah blah. Due to render lag, less than nothing. No percentage shown. It's like 38 out of millions. So that looks good. Don't know about the other one, but we'll see. Well, here we go. Yeah, we're just cleaning up screen so we can put a new one on. So this is the new one. That's the old one is just coming off. And it's still in good shape. I just don't, for the most part, there's definitely scratches and stuff on it. Like, but today, oh, I should grab some gloves. Sometimes I'm gonna start using stuff that I need. This also needs to be repaired, so just have to. But I'm waiting on parts, so can't really do anything with it right now. If I'm not loud enough or anything's not loud enough, do let me know. I will do my best to try to fix it. Oh, yeah, I was gonna add music into this. Just give me a minute. I can add a little. That's what I said I was gonna do. I just never did it. uh, I don't have my other sources set up to do actual music, but so I don't have an account to do it. So eh, well, that might be our goal. Get enough money for a account service to start off. Well, it's either that or we get the hub where we can have multiple different things. But could do that. That would. I don't know if I want to put. Yeah, I think I could do my car radio. I have the XM radio, so Sirius. So could do that, but then the stream will be muted and all the fun stuff and copyrights and all that. All the nice fun stuff. But basically, right now I'm just kind of getting the loose stuff up before I put any moisture to it, because if I can get most of the nonsense up, then I just have to do a little bit of moisture cleanup and it all works out. Still gonna have to wipe down the screen. It's not the way I'm doing it's not foolproof. Normally you should take off the screen, but I don't feel like taking apart the Game Boy. I already took it apart so many times, it's ridiculous. But it is what it is. You might play some games here and there eventually. But right now it's just trying to catch up on work. I had since I was last live, it was not as uh yeah. It's been a rough couple about a week or so. So it's not I literally haven't I've done very little to even the business side. I've been fixing stuff around the house, like the door. Can't really do a lot of that stuff like myself, so I was more painting the door and trying to get every everything all set, and then things happened and the door never got put on. And I have my lift that broke, so it's been a fun week, fun couple weeks. So nothing Nothing I'm not used to, so just keep chugging along, hope to get everything everything working well. It works. Should I go over a little bit more? Maybe you guys want to see what I'm doing. Move that back. Oh, testing of stuff. So this game was mostly fixed for the customer, but there's one thing that's happened. I'll show you once we get the new screen on, because it's easier to show it all at once instead of me stopping what I'm doing in between and showing. But there's one set of lines that you cannot fix on an LCD screen for the Game Boy, original one, and colors and all that. And that is the horizontal lines. So if you're at horizontal lines, that means your LCD screen's going kaput. Because there's not much you can do on the inside of that thing to. Okay. Now we take alcohol and all that fun stuff. Keep it. I want paper towels. Maybe I'll use it that way. Those are over here. That's over here. I need everything. I need more room. Make life so much easier. So much easier. Oops. Yeah, I could melt the glue and all that fun stuff, but it's just more of a pain than anything. So first we'll try this IPA or isopropyl. We'll try a little bit of that. Not a little, a lot of it of that. Sometimes it will remove it, sometimes it won't. If it doesn't, then I have other stuff. I might also loosen it so I can use the scraper. That's the ideal setup. Oh, this cleans up the initial stuff, so but there's other stuff I have to make it happen. And I don't know if the screen was ever replaced before, because it's hard to tell most of the time. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So we go to the next chemical up, which is Butterfoot. And no, I am not setting it on fire. And you know that's usually the first thing. It's like, are you setting your things on fire? No, no, no. This is just to dilute. Helps if I pour it the right way. Yeah. This will usually get most stuff up. Will loosen it at least. But it evaporates just as much. So then I just do IPA after that. This one's going to probably be stubborn because I think this is not the glue that. I think this has been replaced, and the reason why it's going to give me a little more difficulty because usually a little scraper and IPA takes 90% of it off. But when somebody uses super glue or anything like that, it makes life 10 times more difficult. So let's see. Is that gonna let me anywhere? Probably not. And the only evidence I know is because it's dots. The original is all the rest of it. So yeah, I think somebody replaced this screen once before because they thought, oh, that's gonna fix my vertical lines or something of that sort. But no, no, that just makes it. Of course, somebody dropped it, and these things can take a beat. But I've seen there's the one that's Smithsonian that wasn't a fire. That's kind of cool. Yeah, but no, this is. I have to get some sort of razor blade or something to. This is gonna be. So that tool might not be strong enough. That's the other thing that could be happening. So there's my other things. Google that fix it kits. Just get more careful with this one. That's no real scraper there. Kits are nice, but they don't have certain things. It's like odds and ends here, odds and ends there that are missing. They kind of want to have. Let's try this. You know, it's not the exact tool, but it has more of a firmness to it. So what I need is just a flat surface. That's all I'm trying to get. Yeah, it's coming up better now. Let's get a little more lighter fluid on it. More lighter fluid. You make it go boom. No, not today. Not today. And it, no fire. We don't need fire today. That's better. But the only reason why I'm not. So normally to fix the lines, you have to um, replace the whole screen. But for the horizontal ones, that is. Vertical lines, if you're good enough at soldering and are careful enough, you can fix them with a soldering iron. It's not fun, but you can fix them. So now the key is get flat. That's all I'm looking to do. But to get sandpaper, I'll get sandpaper. The other thing is I'm trying not to hit the screen. That's why they say take it out of the case. But we like to play dangerously. Don't use super glue on this stuff. You ever have to replace it again, you're doing what I'm doing right now. It's scraping, scraping, and hoping and praying. And if anybody knows of a, I don't know if I have links set up in chat, but um, my whispers are open for if you want to whisper it to me. I'm looking for kind of like a little. It used to be, don't know, it's hard to say. If you guys will know, but there's a little hand pump there. They usually are just like a bulb that a lot of times in the past used for like some people would use for gas or uh, transferring different. It's just for transferring liquids. But I want one to transfer the gallon jug to these little for the isopropyl to these little tiny ones because gallon jug doesn't help me do repairs. It's nice for storage, but it's horrible for the repair. So I don't think this is gonna come up all the way. Not me doing. I cracked the screen. I would have been like, well, now I know what I'm doing. And screen is roughly $40 to $70. And one of these goes for like 8. It's not worth like at that point you just buy him a new one. It's like it's not even worth my time. And yes, that's what I would do if it. I would just go out and buy. Maybe I'd buy a cheaper one and fix it, but take all the components on the inside and just eat the cost. Hey, have any sandpaper? Do I have any that's not a part of my. I have sandpaper. I just don't know if I have the right kind. It's a cloth. Let's see. I don't think I do. So let's try to pick. Might not like it's gonna hurt. As long as I don't hit the screen, perfectly fine. So we'll try it. I'll use these red angles, so I'm not worried if I break it. 90% of the one, it's not even a right angle. It's like one of those. Hey, it's like you're at the dentist. No, I am not doing dentistry on anyone. Sorry. You wouldn't want me to do dentistry on anyone because I can do this stuff, but yeah, there's times where my hands don't stay steady enough. Just gotta get this the right spot, and that's really the goal. If you guys hear any beeping or anything, they're replacing a drain out in the front. So we're in the back, so it's a little bit less sounds, but I can hear the beeping. I don't know if you guys can. So I don't check my logs, which I should, to see how everything's working. I think it's gonna be the best I'm gonna get it, I think. Without, so I don't have the sandpaper that I was thinking. Need a little bit rougher than an emery cloth, but not as rough to completely destroy it. Yes, 90% of techs don't always use an air gun. They will for certain things, but when it's a quick, hey, I need to get this to just be dusted off quick, they just use. You have all the tools at your disposal. So let's get any residue. I see something here on the screen. So I think I saw it when I was doing this when I took it apart the last time. So I think I got it. Cool. That's mostly flat. It is mostly flat, but I'm kind of this corner right here. Just there's a reason why I'm not really doing as much force with the pointy end that's pointing towards me. I don't feel like impaling myself with a tool today. That would not be good. Yes, push away from it, but your strength, any force going inwards is going to be stronger than your force outwards, unless you're pushing against something. It's not gonna. Let's get three as flat as possible. Alright, and keep pulling out. I'm very good at doing that. It's like pulling whatever I'm working on the screen, put in like right here, like I'm trying to look at it. So you guys see it up here, but you don't see what I'm actually doing. So that's something I'll get used to eventually. Or I'll just be explaining it for the end of the time. That's one of the two things will happen. Both are kind of entertaining. So let's clean it up a little bit. Oh, don't. So I knock it over. Don't knock it over one way, but I knock it over the other. Yeah, we're good. We're batting 1,000, aren't we? Or zero. Whichever one you want to count it as. Yeah, good enough. It's a little bumpy, but so make sure nothing's on the screen that's going to be visible. Something up there. So this is actually pretty simple. Simple, inexpensive, especially for the person who's doing the repair. Do they have so looking for so the section in the center doesn't want to come out. That's awesome. But either way, we just oh, and it's gonna be that way. Thank you, screen. What's happening is kind of can't see through that, so to get it to this here to the one side is Somewhere is gonna separate. It's not even doing it when you do that. So, okay. I'm not using anything sharp because I might have to. Okay, where's my X-ray pick? There it is. What do I use for pretty much everything? Just need to get the glass parts. There it is. Not glass, it's plastic, but part where you see through. There we go. Scratch it to the so if I can see through. See clearly now when the rain is gone. See all obstacles in my way. Yeah, I do. So pick this up and we line it up as you can. And that's done. Yeah, it looks like it's in bad shape, right? So first you want to make sure everything's sticking. So surprisingly for the it's not it's very, very close to the original. So it's not a perfect match, but it is enough to make it look very much close. Like almost like I said, almost dead on. It just makes it look better. And this one was not sticking down, so the old one, that is. So looks bad, right? I think I got enough. No, looks kind of has like all this schmutzel on it. It's because there's a protective film on the top of it, and a little peel. Now it's like it's brand new. So that's always so pretty easy. Okay. I started getting the replacement screens over trying to clean off all this crap on the back of the setup because some people glued them back down, all the whatnot crap that can happen. So, too far away. So, I just started getting the screens. It was a lot easier. Because when you do start scraping them and people done stuff or you do anything have one the reason why kind of start to get that sort of stuff where hey you're not supposed to be able to see through there, then it just looks bad and your work doesn't look great good. So but yes, show you guys what I was talking about. Now the question is, where did I put the batteries? Let's see, batteries. Scrap another set like I always do when I can't find. That's the last one. So cool. I think I really this thing because I know I have an open one, but I'm just not seeing it. I know I have a full open one. That's why I'm not Might as well check for it while I'm looking. You guys. Oh, my camera froze. Okay. Uh, don't switch. Okay. No, that's not the real one. That's one. Properties. Deactivate. Activate. Hey, I'm back. I wonder how long it was doing that. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to open this way. I have to. See what I'm gonna have to. Because it's not. I lose batteries all the time. I don't know why. I put them back in the drawer. The one that's labeled batteries. I probably want it losing. Uh, always fun. Because I know where I have one right here, but it's only two. This bad boy takes four, so use the fresh batteries. So I also don't recommend you buying Duracell batteries. Not to buy them, because yeah, I don't recommend buying them because I found out when I was testing an Oculus that these are shorter by a fraction compared to every other battery on the market. Just about. There's a couple that are smaller, but yeah, that was a. Why is this controller not working? Let's see. Yes, we're gonna throw in the tester game, which is Tetris. Make sure volume's up. You see how there's lines going across? So you got lines here and there. You can tap them, but those are always going to be there. But it's still workable. So you guys can't see. So see how there's the vertical. See, like there's. I hit it too hard. That is from the LCD screen, those lines right there. So those can't be repaired. They'll come and go. Eventually the whole screen will be those. And then you just won't see it. It's an expensive repair for something you could just buy new game, but as you can see, it works. Can't test stuff, but all the buttons work. Sound works. Doesn't do any of this funky stuff. No, I'm not trying to play right now. I'm making things happen just to see what's going on and show you guys. But as you can see, still I can just do different things. And no, I do play Tetris better than this. I'm not. When you're just testing stuff, you're really not. You're not trying to play the game. You are, but you're not. You're making things happen. Like I haven't gotten a single line, which is kind of so. Whoops. But yeah, there'll be a couple lines here and there that will pop up. It works. Customer didn't want to pay for the screen replacement, so and I'm not gonna force them because it's not like I told them it's like we can get a new one for less than what the repair is gonna cost. So And that's just because everything's skyrocketing nowadays, and they don't make the screens anymore. So that's the other thing. Is I can't find legitimately to like even from China or anything like that. I can't find the screens to repair them. And we'll probably save a Wii remote. That's the next thing we're gonna open. So, so this one's done. Uh, uh, where's my pen? So I can write things on it. So this one we did screen, new new glass. We'll call it. At least we call it new glass, and let's just redo this. The crossing things out. Oh, what's that? That's my service request number from new glass. What else do we do? New battery ports, battery terminals, terminal. So, yeah, so total down. The amount for this one, customer's name, and we put it in myself with all the rest. Oh, we put it in the other room, but I can. And that one is done. So it's ready to go out. Okay, next. We never took the batteries out, did we? No, I don't get free batteries with my repairs. Sorry. Batteries cost a bit of money, so if they want batteries, they're gonna get charged more for the batteries or the game. Sometimes I'll bring in, I forgot to remove the game for the customer. What's that? Take a little look over again because sometimes I miss certain things. Just when you're doing a whole bunch of other things. The last time I really looked at this was a couple weeks ago before Terrificon. So it's the last time I had it in my hand to do any work to it. So, but we're gonna come out. A little spot here is what I'm noticing. Sometimes they come out, sometimes they don't. Could have taken it all apart and thrown, but I don't want to remove that. That's why I'm not throwing it in the ultrasonic. I know something else I didn't throw on here. And I should is the void label. It's because I offer on most things a 60-day warranty on the repairs for manufacturer defect or something fails for non-drop, non-water damage type situation. If I send out a screen that's nice and pristine and you come back and the screen's completely correct, I am sorry you were SOL. So, but how I do that. So I'm gonna put these ones. Oh no, in this one. I don't really need to. I didn't do a screen replacement, so it's not right. And this is coming up. So your replacement ones are not as good, so to speak. So you have to bend them so they lock in. Wrong way. Bend the other way. So there's little tabs and here. The originals have notches that slide in. So you kind of bend these ones towards you, towards the center, and just make sure that everything lines up. And that one's in there for the most part. Yeah, yeah, we don't need a warranty. The void warranty would still warranty, but don't need the void label for that. Okay, that one is good. Don't know how long I'll string today because I'm kind of see. I gotta call someplace really quick. So we're gonna mute everything in a minute. So because I got an item that's mail. Yeah. Be right back. Cause I'll be here. I'm just kind of gonna be muted. So to Okay, I'm back. Let's, what did I forget when I did this? Started this? I forgot there's two more screws to take out. I do. Especially when it's an annoying call that I'm trying to make and no one wants to pick up for a couple of hours today. They don't answer me by tomorrow. If I don't get an answer by midday tomorrow, I'm gonna just go down there. It's this is kind of ridiculous. If you're wondering, it's the post office. It's a couple $100 package. Just goes missing. There's I forget how to take these things apart. It's been a while. There wasn't any other screw. Okay, no, it's just pop off. What I'm taking, the reason why I'm taking it apart and what I was showing you guys, if you were watching, the corrosion, there's corrosion from moisture that got into this one. So, why don't you want to come off up here? No, there's a, I forget if there's a the trick again. Oh, actually, that one. Don't always know the answer, but there's always resources online. Especially iFixit. That's a great site to go to for most things. There's certain things it doesn't. So, uh, we, here we go. There's that part. Lift the bottom two pieces apart from the bottom. Okay. So first remove the back part of the Wii remote. Try screws. Won't be able to do it yet as the two halves of the remote are held in place by clips along the side. Okay. Face down. Use a hair dryer for about 30 seconds on both sides. Why? Yeah, we're not doing the hair dryer thing. I think that's no point. Just grab something. Yes. Come on. The hair dryer does is it makes it so will separate easier, but you really don't need it. Let's do something else again instead of trying to pry. There we go. See, like I said, you really don't need the hair dryer. Just need something that's malleable. There goes all the buttons free. Oh, a little dirty. Not too bad. I've seen worse. It's a little clean up, anyways. There's the speaker. There's the yeah. There's the corrosion. That's what we're after. All that green gunk. That's the speaker. That's the center. They're pretty simple to take apart. And there we go. Ooh, let's get a little bit on there. So you can see the contacts weren't cleaned up well enough to make the remote work. That's, that's your so that's your diffuser for the speaker, and it literally is it's funny. It's the same speaker they use in Game Boy, the old ones. So we never really got away from them. So yeah, looks like we need to clean this a bit. I don't know if I want to take it off and clean it, but we can actually clean it a different way. So, and how to do that. So, this is a two parts bath. But I'm going to turn on fresh air because, where is it? And I'm going to turn on my little extractor. You probably hear a little bit of noise. Maybe like air blowing. And the reason for that is one side has alcohol in it, which is the lower side, the smaller side. The other has 50% concentrated vinegar in it. So here's the cool part about this. So, whew, always a strong smell when it comes out. That's why it stays sealed. So, the little thing about this is watch. Gotta be careful. Should put it up. I got the other stuff. So, okay, take a little of the vinegar. This evaporates. This really doesn't. And you put it on there, and you watch it to bubble. Put a little more. And this corrosion will bubble right off the board. Now you can't leave it on there for very long because it will eat away stuff. So we are literally just getting it kind of on there to. Oh, oh, that's nice. So that's a. Oh, we have a new thing to do. The speaker just decided to corrode off. And I don't even know if I can fix that. But you see, it bubbles. There's so much corrosion on this thing, I don't even know if it will fix. Let's try it. Never hurts to try. But what I'm gonna do is make sure all of it's not corroding up. So I take a little this thing, brush, we just gotta let it dry after this. It's not something I can just take. Yeah, see, it's, I have to hit it again. That's not corroded is. Mhm. I might just buy new contacts for this. Yeah, just door device purple. This. I don't want the corrosion. Speaker's already off, so I don't have to worry about any soft electronics parts. Where is this is my pick? Like I said, he's the pick for just about everything. My hands aren't covered in. So we're gonna don't stab yourself. Okay? Do that enough, everybody. So okay, that's the too far. And we can see everything. It's nice to have a system like working controllers for the system, so I don't mind having some of these, but I have so many Wii controllers because right now, so it's not something I need. And I can just get more. It's not like they're going extinct type situation. They kind of are, but they're not. Like, hey, you need this immediately, or it's not going to be available again. And I don't think Nintendo's going to get rid of physical media like Sony is, but and it's more cost effective for them to not have physical media. So I hate them not having it, but I also understand the argument to not have it. So shareholders want their money and they control the market. So what the alcohol does, so that's 99% alcohol, principle, 99.9%. And what it does is it dilutes um, the vinegar. But looking at these contacts, they might be shot. So do mostly this. And I got to resolder the speaker on it, so this might not even be worth it. But this one might just be a donor. There are a few cases that could get replaced. It's not. If it's not repairable, it's not the end of the world. I don't need to do too much stress. And this is mine, so it's not like I'm doing this for a customer or anything. It's for me, not for my own personal use, but for hey, I have a system. I want to possibly. I need that needs a controller. Okay, well I have a controller here, but if this one wants to be, yeah, we'll throw it back together and see what happens. We're not gonna do too much on this one. It's you can already tell there's been contacts here. Those aren't gonna shine back up. Those are literally eaten away. So I tell all my customers, not everything is repairable. And I'll never 100% guarantee that I can fix it. Because, and it's not, that I'm not going to try. Like, I wouldn't be taking a pick to this if I wasn't going to try it. But I will give it the old Scouts try. but just by one. Anyway, that's my name. Like I'm looking, so it's missing a pad, so I have to replace a pad. I really don't. It's not worth the effort because this should be here right now. It ate away. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was a fun attempt. I'm not gonna solder back on screens, that sort of thing. Not today. Not in the mood to do that today. I just want. Well, it's like, oh, I'll get an easy problem. No, no. Today wants to be difficult. It wants to be difficult. No big deal. I don't have a good stream. I don't even know. I have to go into my thing. Does it tell me anywhere? No, it does not. Okay. Well, now we just got a case. Let's, so let's go clean up the rest of it. Not, we're not gonna save the board. I'm gonna. The board is too gone. It's not worth it. So, oh well. Let's. So anything. This. The other reason I just don't feel like turning on the soldering iron. It's one of the other reasons. So can do that. I might save the board. I'm not gonna save the board to. So I'm not saving the board. Saving the board. I'm using it as this is another parts one. I can take like this part, this part of the board off. I can take these parts off and use them in other places. But for me to really do anything more than that, eh, it's not. It just costs too much. It's too much time, too much effort for very little return. So, but we can get most of it. Might actually end in a few minutes because I'm not doing due to encoding lag. Okay. We're dropping frames here and there, but nothing tremendous. So, yeah, not anything to worry about. Okay. So, instead of this will be ultrasonic cleaner. Everything but the speaker. Speaker's probably still good. I can't do that button. That button will just do like this. See, it's clean because that will come off in the ultrasonic. The little this will come off in the ultrasonic. This is cleanable in general. Just the your filter. These will all die in the ultrasonic. Let's see what's on here can be rescued. So gotten this fine. Just clean up the case. Get this out. Yeah, tab somewhere. I could replace them, but like I said, the the whole thing is not worth it. But for parts device, let's say I need the chassis. That's not too. It's one that can be used. I can easily take this and switch it out. So next now we're just gonna get this. There's a couple clips that's trying to hang on to it. Just don't want to get sagged around. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's grows into this whole thing. So that's what the ultrasonic does. Um, not reusing it, so I don't really care if it's destroyed. I just want to get it out. Not destroying the case. Because the case is what I'm trying to say. It wants to go, but it's being stubborn. Oh, no. He's break. Why are you nuts? Probably corroded in there. That's the. Or there's a clip I'm just missing. I'm just not. Probably clip. Just, there are. They're here. Flat tweezers. Flat tweezers are smaller than that one, so. Nope, not those ones. Let's go with this one for right now. It's a lot easier than trying to put it back while I'm sitting here, also paying attention to everything else. And there you go. Round flats. They awesome for fitting in these holes. And that's a little finagle. Hopefully get this to come out. I use these flat ones for so much stuff, it's ridiculous. Oh, great. Oh, it's a good thing. We're getting it. We're getting it. There we go. Ah, look at all that. Look at that. Let me see what this is. This is so. This is cool. So green, and then the bubbles start. No, they should. Yeah, they're starting. And a few seconds later, I should be able to mix them around a little bit. I haven't changed it in a little bit, so it's just that's might be why the vinegar is not as strong. I don't want to eat in flavor. So yes, they say. Not saying that right. That's usually longer than whatever. And throw it in here. Not saving this, I don't think. I might save this, but we'll see. So, get that. And now we should be able to put toothbrush. And yes, this is a soft toothbrush. Just like you use for your teeth. Don't need the hard bristle one. Yeah, not too bad. Like I said, some parts are going to be savable on this. It's not 100% total loss, but it is a good portion for what I paid. It's not worth the effort. To, I can usually get a bunch of these without any issues for really cheap. I can throw it back in there. It's possible this is also transferred into there, and that's why that's not working as well anymore. Cool thing about this little tray is it's not, I can not even reach the tools in, and it pulls it right out with the little grates. And then if I turn it like this, there isn't as much in there. It will let it drain, but I put a little bit too much in this past time. And we can also manipulate the part, make kind of my own little ultrasonic. It's a horrible ultrasonic. Yep, that's not my mess. Usually I'm pretty good, and I can take this and dump it right in there. Take that out. You watch this since there isn't a lot in there. And now it can drain. If it will. But it's on the alcohol, so only a little IPA. So, only a little IPA, and that won't hurt anybody. Well, ingest it will. But it's a good way to eat away at your insides. And a nice visit to the emergency room. Yeah, that was just a shot to demonstrate. Not gonna use that. So let's see. So that can all go into there. Yeah, who's pink or yes, there. So that's to the. Let's get. I don't feel like smelling this anymore, so you can get the vinegar. That will stick around for a little bit, but that's why I have the fans going. Okay, so no, yes, yes, no, yes, 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 yep, yep. We can throw that in the sink. I got a box for ultrasonic stuff, so. And just so I know to separate the buttons and all that fun stuff, I throw them in a bag with their parts for the tiny stuff. Because those aren't going straight into the ultrasonic, they go into like a tea bag, essentially, or a tea strainer, essentially, is what they are. That's fine to be out. I think, yeah, that won't need to go into there. That we'll probably have to. Depends, like, that'll be fine. So this will go into the little tea bag. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, there. Okay, so grab my cleaner box. I already got a Xbox, original Xbox controller that's gonna go in there. It's actually what you see. Well, you didn't really see it, but that's parts are. I don't have the original Xbox, but I'm like, okay, well, if I find one that's so as you can see, all all in there. And the cool thing is, I'm also gonna take the screws and do that. Do them also because it cleans them up really nicely. And that's just dish soap and the ultrasonic cleaner. It's not a very complicated thing. Dish soap and distilled water. That's all it is. So we just go in here with the other stuff. These will go off the side. Uh, I could throw it in the ultrasonic, and if it comes clean, it comes clean. That's what I'm gonna say. So this can't go in there because it's more of a hassle and potentially damaging it. These all need just clean by hand. That one's pretty good already. This already did it. That goes with that. I'll find a little bag. I know what to do. I do cards, so I have trading card sleeves. I don't know what it's for, so it's not like I need to label it. But it'd be nice if I could grab one. I don't have bigger ones, so. Oops. Certain things in the bag and that mostly dry. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will leave it out because I know this one, and that will sit like that. I'll put these in here once I'm done with them in there. I should say. It'll be a IPA. Not a little bit. Should actually, smart move would be is to grab a piece of paper towel so I can just put it down and soak up everything afterwards. So, they weren't too dirty, so I'm not really focusing on it much. Well, I'm gonna give that a call one more time. So I'm probably gonna stream in a minute or two. we'll finish this up and you guys can enjoy. Not, not too long of a stream today because I just this one I'll save for last 'cause it's got a little bit of blurs on it. Cool thing about wearing gloves is they're pretty much waterproof. So you can put the alcohol in my hands and it'll help cool and you can use it to clean. Okay, so that's the last one, right? Yeah, that's the last one. So we're gonna clean up a little bit here, a little bit there. So essentially there will be box openings and stuff like that. I've done a few here and there, but right now we're just don't have anything to open, so kind of just hey we have. I figured why not go live, see what's happening. The set releases there'll definitely be openings. Um, what else? Uh, Once the capital starts flowing and all that stuff, then there'll be a lot more openings, collections to go through. Pokemon Magic, whatever we can get our hands on. And yeah, kind of it. It's just kind of an impromptu stream today. Nothing set in stone, nothing to really say, hey, I was going to do anything. You know, otherwise, I'd just be doing this with TV going and do my thing. But I could join, have you guys come along a little bit. So if anybody join, but eh, I've done it before. I don't care. I don't mind. I'll do it again. I kind of clean up a little bit. But, well, it's anymore. Also, getting itchy. So, all right. Well, that was fun. So, looking at this camera, and I should be looking at that camera. All right. That was fun. Just kind of follow, stay tuned. There'll be more, but there'll be a lot more. So, anyways, good to yourself and each other. Have a great day. I'm horrible at making heart, so it's the best you're gonna get. All right. Thanks for joining us.